Go, it is recording, right? So welcome to the Tune Up, where you tune in and tune up. My name is Marquise. I'm from the East Coast of the United States. I did some traveling abroad, domestically, and way more, and way more and more in the future, right? In the near future. I am a part of the I Am Academy. I am on the way to chairman in the I Am Academy. I'm still ranking up to get to that level, but that's where my visions is set. That's where I am. So every other thing is just the process and the progress of getting there, right? I came up with this call, just to kind of give back and shed light to other people, right? Because, in the day to day, my journey might be on, level 23, and your journey might be on 5 or 10 or maybe 50, right? But we all need reminders when we're going through the day to days through life, when we're prospering and when we're evolving, right? Just a good reminder, a good pat on the back, a good keep going, brother, good motivation or ambition, or just a sense of you're doing okay, right? Thank yourself, thank you, I see you striving, and a lot of people don't really have self-confidence enough to tell another thank you when they're not even benefiting from that person. But thank you, I see you. And it's all about being a good person in the world and being a beacon of light, of love, of laughter, right? So I tell each and every one of you, thank you, right? Thank you for keep on going. Thank you for keep pushing forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you, right? So we're gonna start this call off with appreciation. I appreciate each and every one of you for getting on this call. You all are very, very loyal. And I really do appreciate it. If you miss these episodes live, you can also go on YouTube and check them out. You could just type in the tune up dash and whatever that topic is that I sent in the link. And you will be able to, look these up on YouTube. And actually, after every episode, I usually send a appreciation text, a thank you text to each and every one of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. We appreciating. We're thankful, and pat yourself on the back sometimes, man. Don't be hard on yourself, right? Because the one biggest thing, right, that'll break someone down is lack of self-confidence and lack of self-appreciation, right? You could be doing tremendous to another person, right? But if you don't tell yourself, if you don't pat yourself on the back, if you don't thank yourself for actually putting in that work, for putting in that motivation, for getting up in the morning, for keep on going, then you would just fall off. You would start, thinking about becoming the sacrifice and things of that nature instead of, sacrificing to become, what you really want to become. And when I say sacrifice, I don't mean in a demonic way of sacrifice, and I don't mean in a religious way of sacrificing where, you got to shed blood or you got to, sacrifice someone in your family or, none of that crazy talk. I mean, sacrificing and shedding, right? When I mean sacrificing, I mean watching, no TV instead of 1 hour of TV. Instead of watching 8 hours of TV, watch 2 hours of TV. You don't want to get up in the morning, just get up. That's a sacrifice. That's not even a sacrifice. That's a motivation. That's a push forward. Yesterday I went on a trail, and so many times I wanted to turn back around, man. It was so foggy outside yesterday. I was on the trail. It was my first time. I was alone. I didn't have, any weaponry on me. I didn't have any mace. I didn't have anyone with me. I didn't even have on the proper attire, but I just went. I set my mind on something and I just went, and I went further than I thought. So many times I wanted to turn around. So many times I stepped on rocks and slipped and felt like I was just about to just just do something I didn't intend on doing, and I didn't, because that's not what I intended to do. But that's just how can I say it? That's just a trail, like a test of moving forward. You know, you might get to a place and you're like, I don't know if I should turn back. Like right now, I know where I'm going. I can turn back around and get back to my safe zone. And I'm like, no, I can't. I got to keep going forward. I got to keep pushing forward. I got to keep pushing forward. Like this right here, I call is the war on poverty, right? This is the war on poverty. That is what I'm training my team to be, right? They already it, but more and more and more, the war on poverty. We're loyal, we're faithful, we're grateful, we're appreciative, we're thankful, and we're going to keep on moving forward. We're going to keep on moving forward because there's no surrender, there's no retreat. We still got people lives. We got lives to save. We got poverty minds to destroy and dismantle, and we have success to deploy. And my team knows we're going to keep on moving forward. We're going to keep on moving forward, right? And that's what we're doing. So, that's just a little recap of yesterday. Today's topic is going to still be real, it's still going to be raw, and it's still going to be uncut just for today. Next week, I'll go back to the, the sensitive side of things and being a little more, sensitive. But this is a topic today that I feel very near and dear for. I was talking to one of my brothers on the Level Up with Leash call yesterday, and he opened up my eyes to something, and something that I was definitely realizing and analyzing throughout the day-to-days, and it was more about racism, right? Racism and nastycism. And it all boils down to self-confidence, right? It all boils down to self-confidence, how you feel about yourself, right? Your self-conscious confidence, right? Because at the end of the day, right, people can project their fears on you. When people black out and they just respond and they, and they just react and they just like, oh my God, da, 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 da. Sometimes, your woman might do it or something like that, but it's not you, right? So you have to be confident. You have to be secure, right? It's not you. It's that person projecting their fears, their things onto you, right? And the last thing you want to do is tell them that. Because once you tell them that, you just literally gain the enemy for the next 15 minutes, right? And when navigating, you don't really want to gain enemies, right? You want to gain friends, right? You want to gain friends and keep on moving forward. It's enough enemies in the war of poverty, right? It's your CEO, it's your boss who don't want to give you that raise, who want, you to come in every day and work for, and sacrifice everything, to just keep working and keep working you. It's the government. It's so many different things. Like, and I'm not going to say it's the government, right? That's just a cliche way of saying it. It's just the system, right? It's the system, right? But the system is good. The system is there in place. I love the system. But in the system is different systems. So be the system that's going to evolve you and evolve and elevate you financially, right? So so I appreciate each and every one of you. And we're going to just really jump into it. We're going to jump into it. I just want to say to all those that actually, took yesterday's advice and, made some salt water vinegar, cups and put it around your house and things like that. Cheers to you. Good morning, bro. Grand Rising King. Yes. Yeah. So, and those who's just being more conscious, right? You don't have to, research everything for 1,000, for months on months. Take the suggestion, look it up. If it sounds like it's something that you can do, you can handle, just go for it, right? The only thing to it is to do it, right? That's the only thing to it is to do it, right? A lot of us, at times overthink things, but not no more, right? That is, we're not overthinking anything. We're just going to move forward like that. Our mind is the greatest gift, but it's also the greatest curse because, it's infinite, right? So with infiniteness, right? It's a lot of things in there, and you have to continue to screen those things and definitely just move forward, right? Move forward. Don't, let your mind trick you, right? And don't let anyone else trick you, right? What you're on, the journey that you're on is great. The journey that you're on is abundant. Yeah, you may stumble. Yeah, you may fall, but who don't fall when you start a new job or start a new profession and you're there? How many times, you mess up something or, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing, right? And it all goes back to self-confidence, and also changing the way you think. Because once you change the way you think and the way you look at things, what you look at changes, right? So, people will be in this business and they're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going through so much, like I just can't get it. And you said the same thing when you started your job, right? Two years ago, 3 years ago. Now you're one of the pros. Right now, you're one of the pros. You're one of the go-tos that's training other people, right? But do you remember when you first started? Like, do you remember when you first started? When we think about fear and things of that nature as well, do you think about the first time you went to school and how you didn't want to let go of mommy and how you didn't want to let go of daddy and how you didn't want to go inside and you were just so fearful? Right now, you walking in and out of schools, you're walking in and out of, wherever your favorite places go, stores and stuff like that, because your confidence has grown, right? Your confidence has grown. So at the end of this call, we're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to give you guys the laws of confidence. Some of the things, not the laws, but some of the things about confidence. A lot of great people follow. And it's something that kind of changed my life. So I want to share it with each and every one of you. But to get back on the subtopic of nastiness and racism, right? And people projecting their fears on you and things of that nature. And, let's get down to it, right? Real raw and uncut, right? So right now we're going through a great time in the world, right? It's a great time, right? But while it's still being a great time, it's still times where people are showing their nasty sides. Like people are using this whole COVID thing to be scumbags, right? They have masks on their face. If you step anywhere near them, oh my gosh, so 6 feet, 6 feet. Oh my gosh, you don't see the sign? Like, are you serious? I have a mask on, you have a mask on. I know I don't have nothing. I'm probably damaging myself by getting close to you because you're just moving disgusting. So I imagine how your actions are. Probably haven't put on sanitizer in like a week, and things of that nature, right? People are using this as a way to be a bully, right? The way to get people scared, right? Break people confidence down, just try to break people down. And the epidemic itself, right? The virus itself, I would like to say, I don't think it's more effective than the virus that's in people's minds, right? I feel like, from the research that I've been looking at, from the articles, it's similar to the flu, right? It's similar to the flu. It's something that can definitely be cured, right? And I know I haven't seen any flu vaccine commercials and things like that in almost about 2 years. And when you think about it, it's about as long as COVID has been out. I have not seen commercials like before. You go anywhere, you want a flu vaccine, you want a flu vaccine. I'm talking about they were doing it everywhere. At one point, you could probably go to the grocery store and get a flu vaccine, right? Like everyone was just banking off of these vaccines, right? Everyone was gaining those commissions, right? But then you call, somebody that's in network marketing and someone that's advancing their life a scam, right? But you don't know, like, these places, these Walmarts, everyone get incentives for pushing you these vaccines, right? Higher incentives, right? Something crazy, right? I'm not gonna give you the numbers, and if you want to do the research yourself, you can, right? I'm not putting no one business out there or anything like that, but just, if there's something that interests you or pique your interest, definitely look it up. But anywhere you go, they were offering you a flu vaccine, right? Now there's no flu vaccine and COVID popped up, and now you see the virus in people behavior, right? The virus is more than that hybrid flu virus, right? It's more as, how can I say it? It's more of a virus with people. Like people are using that to kind of be disgusting and put fear in people badly, vastly, right? Like I had, R.I.P. my grandfather, rest in paradise. He's still here, so he's not even, he's probably not even resting. He's probably working right now. He's always been a worker, so and cooker and stuff like that. So, but yeah, he, he had the flu. He had the COVID virus, and to me, I think we're really because the COVID, he had COVID and then he had a heart attack, right? And when you see the numbers of death of people from COVID, it wasn't the people that died from COVID, it was the people that had COVID that died, right? And that's the count, that's the numbers, because they was putting so much fear in people that people were really literally having, illnesses and croaking over. And it wasn't from the actual virus itself, it was the fear. Oh my gosh, this is in me, what is this? This is in me, and that's what I feel like, and I analyze that is really, getting people. It's the fear of it. It's not the actual virus. And then when you see the virus is really in the people's behavior, right? It's people's behavior, right? I see, I travel all over the place and stuff, and I pay attention, and people are using this and their fear, right? Just to scare people and to be scumbags, right? And it goes into like racism as well, right? Have self-confidence, have self-confidence. The only reason you don't like another is because you think that you're less than. You think that you're less than. Your confidence isn't about you, right? You're always pointing the finger out, and you cannot point the finger in, right? Because now it's hitting your ego, right? So with that being said, and I'm not meaning you as in you guys on this call, you guys that's watching this video, hopefully not, but and if it is, definitely just say I'm confident. I am confident, I'm secure, and watch that transmute itself in the second that you say it. Right? I am secure, I am confident. I am hot shit. I am this shit. I am, whatever the case you want to tell yourself. Right? I am, like I am grateful. I am greatness. I am appreciative. I am thankful. I am greatness. I am a billionaire. I am a trillionaire. Like whatever the case may be that you're telling yourself, like definitely just do that, right? So we from racism, and I'm not going to get too deep into racism because it's a topic that I don't even think should be talked about like that. But I just wanted to bring it up because I definitely see that it's still there, right? It's still there, right? And people are just masking it and hiding it behind the virus, behind being a scumbag, or being, oh, you play this type of music, or you dance like this, or you looked at me like this. And it all goes back to self-confidence. It all goes back to self-confidence, right? It all goes back to self-confidence. People feel like, oh, she's fat, or she's skinny, or she got a big butt, or she got big boobs, or she got blonde hair, or she got kinky hair, or, I like her hair is thick, oh, mine is thin. Like, it's so much you looking at other people, you're not appreciating yourself. Tell yourself, thank you. Pat yourself on the back. You're here, you're on earth, you made it through. You made it through the canal of actually being born. You know how many millions and billions and trillions of other cells was rushing to that same spot, and you made it. You are here, you are blissful. Appreciate yourself for that. Appreciate yourself just for having will. Right? You are more powerful than you think. And that's a fact. And guys, oh, he's fat, or he's skinny, or he's muscular, or he's tall, I'm short, or he look like he got a big thing, or, is it bigger than mine? And things like that. Like I said, real, raw, and uncut. It doesn't matter what's in your pants. It matters what's in your head. It doesn't matter about what you can do or what's in your pants. It matters about your actions. It doesn't matter how you look. Woman is not attracted to the way you look. That's an additive. That's a bonus. They're attracted to what you do. They're attracted to you being secure, right? Too much estrogen in anyone is harmful. So do not be carrying yourself as a lady, my fellas. And the only reason why ladies become masculine is because they feel like they have to, like they have to get out of their feminine home. So that right there, when they do that and they being a bitch to us, that's because they have to. They're not comfortable there. They can't stay there because they don't have the man guidance. They don't have the man leadership. They don't have the man being the man. The man wanted to be the female. So she like, damn, I guess I got to be the man. He's not living up to what he said. He said he was going to go to the grocery store. I wanted to cook tomorrow. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You know, female, like once you give them something to run on, once they get that little bit, they're gone with it. They're gone with it. You literally have to rope them in. It's like a fishing rod. You have to fish them back in, apologize, you know, all types of stuff, and be like, I apologize and everything. I didn't mean it. I slipped my mind. You know, I was being clumsy. You know, and I thank you and I appreciate you. And you have all right to be, angry right now. And it kind of sent alarms. But now I know where I messed up, and I'm gonna get on it right away. Once you say that, it's like, okay, it's gone. They're rolled back in. They're good. They can relax. Maybe massage your feet, give a spank on the butt, a kiss on the neck, kiss on the cheek, keep going. Right? Be confident. Be confident. You have to stay confident, right? You have to stay confident. I think racism, nastiness, all that stuff comes from not having great confidence, right? People say the root of all evil is money. And as my boy 2 Chainz said, but money helps people, right? Money helps people. So the root of all evil is not money. The root of all evil is actually jealousy. It's not having confidence in yourself and looking out and pointing the finger at someone else. You can always change what you're going through. All you have to do is think it. Once you think it, say it. Once you say it, do something to it. I don't care if you write it down. I don't care if you go practice, right? Say, oh, I'm out of shape, right? Oh, you know what? I'm getting in shape. I'm getting in shape, right? Because you thought it, now you said it. Oh, I'm getting in shape. Now that you said it, you can go jump down and do one push-up, one sit-up, maybe just stretch. Maybe just put your arm out and stretch your arm. Give yourself a little twist real quick or something like that. Do something, some type of action. Right? That's why people write things down, because that action is so powerful, because then they see it again, they think it again, and that just keeps quantifying exponentially, right? But the same thing if you was to just to get down and act on it. Do one push-up, do a sit-up, do the push-up with your knees on the ground, do something, right? So, give me 1 second. This document is either deleted or currently not accessible. That makes no sense. I just was looking at it. Oh, so let me tell you guys this, right? So yesterday I came back in the house, right? I came in the house from getting lost in the middle of nowhere on the trail walk. And I was cleaning out my computer and cleaning out my SD cards because I got lost. And when I got lost, one of my camera's SD cards was full. I started panicking and stuff like that. Then my phone was about to die. It was getting dark. I have it on Instagram. I'm going to chop it up and put it on YouTube on the same channel I put these calls on under I am Mr. Crystal. I am _ Mr. Crystal. The tune-up dash, whatever that episode is, in the link or whatever. And you can look up, it's all the other tune-ups is on there since I've been recording them and putting them on YouTube. But I get in the house and I'm cleaning out my computer and I delete almost everything, every document on every document on my computer, I basically delete it. But that goes to tell, keep going, keep pushing forward. And in that moment, people around me or people that kind of knew what I just did, they were like, oh shit, he's about to freak the fuck out, But what was I gonna get mad at myself? Why get angry? Angry is just punishment for your actions, right? Anger, if you let someone else anger you or something else anger you, right? That anger is literally is punishment to yourself, right? That anger is punishment to yourself. So when you feel angry and someone else make you feel angry, you're just punishing yourself for their stupidity, right? Me deleting almost every document off my computer yesterday literally was punishment on top of the punishment. Why am I going to put myself through double jeopardy? Why am I going to put myself through double jeopardy? When it happened, I realized it happened. And instead of reacting, I responded and I smiled. I literally smiled to myself like, okay, I just did that. All right, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Keep on going, keep on pushing forward. This is a war on poverty, right? This is a war on poverty. And I just tell myself that. But literally for me doing a great deed and going on that trail and pushing forward, and I could have turned back so many times and I just kept going forward, kept going forward, kept going forward. Even when I was scared, kept going forward. Even when I didn't know how to get back, I just kept going forward and just trusting the instincts in the process and keep going forward and keep going forward and keep going forward and keep going forward, right? And then I got to a place that I knew. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna do this again. And I'm gonna go further, right? But that's just to say, like, I did all that and it was so much goodness, right? And I came home and I'm like, damn, I really messed up. I wore my leather jacket on the trail, put a hole in my leather jacket. I got to spend maybe another $100 to get that, patched up and fixed. It's a really nice jacket and I love it. Jacket costs almost like $1,500. So I'm just like, like I really like the jacket. It's like smells good. It's leather. It looks good. And for people out there, I'm not vegan yet. I am a vegetarian. I am conscious, but there's something about leather jackets I like. Please don't throw paint on me, because I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy gonna be like, oh my gosh, like they threw paint on me. What do I do? No. Matter of fact, I am becoming better than that thought that I was just thinking. So yeah, maybe I am that guy. See, positive thoughts and positive words, right? Positive thoughts and positive words, right? Always be that, always be that, always be that. Because I was literally going to jump down the rabbit hole. And another thing about jumping down rabbit holes, right? You got so many people that jump down rabbit holes and it's like, what are you looking for, right? Always ask the question. Always ask the question. And I'm still looking for this document. I apologize, guys, but I might have deleted it. I'm not going to hold you. It might have been deleted, but I have it somewhere because it's on my computer. So it might be somewhere in my email or something like that. So maybe the next tune up, we can start it off with just going through them. That's something that you definitely want to have your pens and pads out for and things of that nature. And really the gist of it is, be confident, don't rain on anyone else's parade, or your parade will be rained on, build on truth and justice and just keep moving forward. Stay confident, stay confident, whatever it is to make you feel good, be that and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, right? The biggest thing out of everything that I just said is be confident and don't rain on anyone else's parade, right? Don't rain on anyone else's parade, but yeah, that's really what it is, right? And with the rabbit hole, right? With the rabbit hole, you don't want to keep, jumping down rabbit holes, right? Sometimes it's just not worth it. Just fill the MFer up and keep on going, right? You can just fill it. You can just fill it and keep on going. What's up, mamas? You can fill up the rabbit hole and just keep on going, keep on pushing forward, right? You don't have to, jump down a rabbit hole or anything like that. Just fill up the rabbit hole and keep pushing forward, right? Like it's so funny. I was seeing the people at the Grammys, over yesterday, and I was just like, dang, man, Like, I wish I was there. They looked like they was having so much fun. And just in that moment, I had to realize to myself, stay confident. Stay confident, because I know it's so much stuff that I have going on here that I have to handle, right? And by me even saying I wish I was there and not being confident, I was raining on their parade. In a subtle manner, maybe it was unintentionally, but I was raining on their parade. So you know what I did? I went outside. I went to the pizza store, I started flirting with the pizza lady. You know, I went to the Wawa, got my hot chocolate, I hit the trail. I'm like, I can't rain on these people parade because I'm not there, because I know what stuff that I have to handle, right? So at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on pushing forward. I'm gonna keep on pushing forward. And you know, at a time, like I was texting them and the team and stuff like that, and we're talking back and forth. And after a while, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna text them. I'm gonna let them be present. I'm gonna let them be present in that moment, right? I'm gonna let them feel everything that they need to feel and they need to experience in that moment, right? Because time equals things I must experience. So sometimes we go through things over and over again, and we like, what is it that? Why am I still in this position? I thought we graduated from here. And then it's really, you haven't experienced something yet. Like, or the one thing that you're not looking at or whatever is the one thing you might have to just get your aha moment, right? And yesterday, when I was talking to you know, one of the brothers on this call, Alan, he got a whole aha moment on Level Up with Leash. And right then and there, I made the decision to have this call aha moments for people, right? Get your aha moment, right? Get your aha moment. Keep moving forward. I have so many attentions on this call, right? So many positive attentions on this call. This call will be better and better with every episode. Like, so many things that I put out there. This positive, it's healthy, you know, it's evolving, you know, things of that nature. So like, whatever the case may be, you know, like, just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. You know, fellas, keep pushing forward. Ladies, keep pushing forward. This is a war on poverty. This is not a war on ourselves, right? Stop damaging ourselves. Stop damaging ourselves for something that's just part of the process. It's just part of the, you know what? And this is my aha moment right here. I'm gonna stop saying this is part of the process. The new phrase is, this is part of the progress. This is part of the progress, not the process, right? So when people say trust the process, bump trusting the process. Trust the progress. Trust the progress. That's the new thing. Trust the progress. Because the process is just a process. Something that's processed. It happens over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? Trust the progress. And that's my aha moment, you know? So, you know, I think that's it, right? So self-confidence, you know, definitely be self-confident. You know, don't beat yourself up, right? Don't put yourself through double jeopardy, right? Don't put yourself through double jeopardy. Yesterday, when I deleted all those files off my computer, I literally just smiled after. Like, I just did that, right? I could have went around and, oh my gosh, this is your energy and your negativity and da-da-da. Why? I'm putting myself through double jeopardy, getting angry at who, at what, why? It was me. It was a learning experience. I know I can't delete the recent content off of my computer, because if I delete recent content, it's going to delete all the files that's in the recent content. That's what I did. I went to recent content. I'm like, oh, maybe if I remove this or send this to trash, it's going to just delete the recent content. No, it deleted all those documents. And I felt so dumb. I did. But I know now I can't delete the recent content, you know? So with that being said, you know, don't double jeopardy yourself. Don't double jeopardy, you know, whoever or whatever. Stay confident, right? Because the more you're confident, the more you're in that home. I don't care if it's your feminine home, your masculine home, you know, be that, right? Be that. Tell yourself that you're secure in your main home, even though you might voyage to the feminine home or the masculine, but you're secure in your home, right? Because that makes you secure. That makes your confidence there. And I know a lot of people, and especially you ladies, right? Because I read this wonderful book and it had me understand ladies so much more, right? Because women voyage to the masculine because they're not secure in the feminine house. Not meaning that they're not secure, like, oh my gosh, they're insecure. No, meaning that they have to voyage because they have to handle shit. They have to get shit done. Sometimes men, we're playing PlayStation, we got the feet up, we're doing manly things, we want to watch sports, and while we're doing that, they got to wash dishes, they got to cook, they got to clean, they got to take care of kids, they got to do this, they got to read, they got to, and at that point, they have to voyage into the masculine. They're like, man, bump it. And then it's even more when they have to kind of sit down and make the man feel comfortable. So for you women that's doing that and that's still happy, joyful, grateful, faithful, appreciative, and thankful while doing that, trophies go to you because it's not easy. I've been in relationships, I've been seeing a lot of women and things of that nature. And just like that it's not easy to do it, it's not easy to find one that's going to do it. So pat yourself on the back, give yourself a thank you, give yourself appreciation, because I'm telling you, it's a reason why, it's all these females out there single. Right. And another thing, and I'll end the call after this, females, one thing you have to, chillax with is, oh my gosh, female energy, oh, F the dudes and this and that and that and this, like, chill. Like we not doing that. Like we not doing that. Like that makes no sense. Like that makes no sense at all, Oh, yeah, no, that makes no sense. Secure. Yeah. So yeah, freaking secure. Yeah, so like that really, to me, that makes no sense. Like, guys, it's a reason for us, right? And number one, most of those females are bitter. They're bitter. They're looking at your guy and thinking and people just don't understand the stuff that they go through with women. I mean, excuse me, the things that people don't understand, the things that women go through. They got to hold down the fort, right? They got to hold down their king. They got to hold down everything. And then they still got to be secure. They still got to be pretty. They still got to be glamorous. They still got to please you. They still got to do all this. Right. And fellas, I apologize for, jumping on the female bandwagon, but it's something that needs to be said. And it's something that we need to hear. Like, this is real, this is raw, and this is uncut, right? This is self-confidence call. So this is a way, like when I read this book, right? When I read this book, I read it and I'm just like, I'm like, yo, it opened up my eyes. It opened up my eyes because I'm like, dang, like at the same time, like I'm just like, yo, it needed to be said. Like it needed to be said. Like they have to deal with so much. And these ladies, there's so many bitter ladies out there that look at your man and like, you know what, I want him. So they feel like they have to be that, right? So sometimes we look at females as them being crazy, and it's not them being crazy. It's just like, guys, when females look at us and say we're being jealous, it's like, nah, we're not being jealous. I know this guy. This is my homeboy. I grew up with him. No, he wants to smash you. He's looking at your butt right now. He think I don't know. Like we're not being jealous, but we're doing the same thing that you guys are doing. And when we think that you guys are being crazy and you guys are just being jealous, it's the same thing, because we got to hold our court. Like, for females, your king is everything. For us, our queen is everything. It's not everything because we can survive without them, but why start over? Why start over? Why go back to square one? Like people that jump from business to business and things of this nature, like why? You're going to have to go through the same thing in another place. Right? You're going to have to go through the same thing in another company. You're still going to have to walk that trail. Yesterday, when I was on that trail, I could have just turned around. I'm like, you know what? I know where I'm going. I can turn around right now. before I get lost. And the thing was, it wasn't about me getting lost out there. It was more about I couldn't see anything. The whole forest was foggy. The whole town was foggy, thick fog, right? At any given time, I could have turned around, but I kept pushing forward. I kept telling myself, this is the war on poverty. Push forward, push forward, push forward, push forward, push forward, push forward. And it all goes to confidence. All goes to confidence. Don't put yourself through double jeopardy. If you're going through something, don't make yourself angry. Don't make yourself sad. Be joyful. Be happy. Be relaxed. Don't be tensed, right? Because any disease is dis-ease, right? That's why they call it disease. It's dis-ease. So anything can be changed with ease. Yesterday, I did a raw and uncut call about health and some things to reverse any type of illness, any type of illness, any type of illness, anything that you're going through, whether it's cancer, like things that, you know, people say that's irreversible, right? I did a raw and uncut calls. Might be my only one. I might do another one in the future, depending on, you know, how everything goes. But yeah, I did that call and I put some things out there. It's not my research. It's not my things. I didn't go to the Supreme Court. I didn't, you know, make claims of curing things and then actually proved it to people, to the government. It's like this whole COVID thing. It's basically the flu, if you ask me. I have not seen a commercial yet for the flu vaccination. I have not. I have not. Where did that go? Same thing. They just different brand and different marketing. Don't be a puppet, guys. Do not be a puppet. Do not be a puppet. It's like a company, right? Something goes right before the whole COVID thing came out, right? They were putting flu vaccinations on I'm talking about you could have go to a supermarket at one point and maybe get a flu vaccine. The market, all my traders on the call, you know what that's called? The market stalled. The market stalled. They had to find a new technique to sell their products. So what they did, rebranding, marketing, things of that nature. It's not about the people that died from COVID, right? It's the people that died with COVID, right? COVID was the thing to make them scared. Oh my gosh, this thing was in me. This thing was in me. How many people died from the actual virus compared to complications from the virus? The virus installed the fear and everything else just did whatever. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Move forward, push forward. It's a war on poverty, right? It's the same stuff. It's the same stuff. Drink some pineapple juice, you know, get in a cover, you know, maybe take some ibuprofen to get that goddamn fever down and call it a day. Don't go and contaminate everyone else and go to hospitals and stuff like that. Don't you think these nurses and these people got other better things to be doing? They're dealing with you freaking out every 5 minutes. There's real life issues on the table. Like it's real things going on. But you freaking out, putting these people, making them freak out. Just like joy is contagious and stuff like that. Pain is too. So make sure you have your aura set and your aura cleared, right? Get that, you know, I used to do sage. I used to do holy wood, right? I found a better effective way. Vinegar, salt, and water. Cleans the aura, cleans the energy. Now you don't have to be people thinking you're a witch because you got sage all over the place. Trust and believe, my friends thought I was nuts. They thought I was nuts. Everyone, right? And then I went to Hollywood. Hollywood was a little more pure. It was a little more better, you know. It was a little more sweeter smell. But now I go with the vinegar, salt, and water. Clean my energy right out. Clean the energy. I always put it. Suggest putting it in your bathrooms and in your kitchen, and you can also do it in your room. But it cleans the general area. It cleans the area and the aura. You know. So I'm so happy, grateful, faithful, appreciative of each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. Keep on striving. Remember, man, don't double jeopardy yourself, right? Double jeopardy in the court of law is definitely is illegal, right? But don't do that to yourself either, right? Don't do that to yourself either. Don't double jeopardize yourself, right? If you F up, everyone's able to make a mess up. Everyone, have a oops moment, right? Yesterday, I deleted all the files off my computer. That was my oops moment. But I didn't double jeopardize myself. I didn't get mad. I didn't just go around and start blaming people. No, it's because of you. It's because I walked on a trail and you ain't want to walk. It's because I'm breaking through resistance and you're in your comfort zone. I could have went off, right? But that would have been me getting crazy. That would have been me being irradical, right? But what I did, I stayed grounded, I stayed humble, I stayed grateful, I stayed thankful, and I just smiled and said, now I know I can't do that, right? And another thing, and we'll end this call after this, right? Just, when you're playing games with people, right? A lot of people like to be able to push people forward, and you have to push people forward, right? But when you're doing that, have the intentions and say it's in a healthy way, right? Just say, I'm doing this in a healthy way. Right. So when you're pushing people forward or whatever the case may be, say that you're doing it in a healthy way. Right. So I appreciate each and every one of you. We are in a push and pull business. So with that being said, we do push people forward. We do pull people forward. And this is the war on poverty. I need everyone to definitely give some appreciation to each other, some thanks to each other, some praise to each other, and definitely keep on going forward, keep on moving forward, and things of that nature. So we're smiling, we're happy, we're joyful, we're grateful. Shout out to everyone that's on this call. Shout out to all my people that's going through things and things like that. But stay happy, stay faithful, stay joyful, and do not double jeopardize yourself, whether it's greed, anger, jealousy, any of that. Stay confident, stay blissful, and we're going to end this call here. I love you all. Thank you all. Peace, love, and let's get it.